There we go. I think we are now live.
I believe you're my opponent for this round.
I should be dropped. Check with them. It means you've got a free buy. Well, there you go then. There we go. That is good. Turn that off. There we go. Everything's working. There is sound. There is music. There is no song and dance though. So it's if there's two buys, it'd be you guys then. Oh, enjoy your game. Once a very generous master of the table says start, everyone can start. Maybe.
Yeah, we're still sorting because we don't have table issues.
All right, there's table issues. One fell over on somebody else. Somebody's lying to their opponent by playing some Imperial mats, but we know they're not playing Imperial. You won't be. I know what you play. It's all trains. So I am hoping, for the love of God, that everything is going well today. Boop.
7, 9. Jesus Christ, how many more times is that going to happen?
If the flickering light's annoying you, let me know. I can switch it off. So you didn't notice till now. Now it's going to just flicker your eye.
Yes. Okay, time starts now.
There you go. Ooh. Got some of the Searcher V1 action going on here.
I'm going to change it at some point.
Ooh, straight into the arguably best Magnamon in the game.
Oh, well, there's the blue and the green target.
This could be anyone's game. This could be a Gammamon. This could be a Jes. This looks like it's a Jesmon. Up into everyone's favourite saviour. Going to go. No, bow it is then. So straight over looking at, we can get the bow or the Chadmon. Moving out the Magna from ST17 for a swing of security. Do the old search. Much better search targets here. Next time I do this, I'll probably bring some headphones for the competitors. Then passing the turn over to the opponent free memory. Pushing out.
Okay, you're not getting your point. Take it back. One. Game lost.
Using the effect of Bow's main effect to play out a Brawl Knight or a system, I think it is, for a reduced cost of 2, then essentially getting back the memory for it. Do a quick search, get the cool Jesmon, Chad Daddy X Antibody, or the Balmon. So you do get one of each. You get Roll Knight and you get a hook name. Both of these are live, so they can both activate this turn. Going up into Savior. For
and you got blocker.
into Jess. Playing out the token. Look at all those bodies on the field. Beautiful.
Into Magna.
Okay, now another system on here. As it is a different targeted name. And now you've got one of each. Alliance with the token. I believe it has piercing. So it doesn't do anything. And that's it. Looking pretty good now here. Pretty good targeting. They're back doing the BT16 Vimo. I believe. Spending 4. Sorry, no, spending 2 to go up into the bestest boy. Strip in 1 source. And they can bounce 1 target with no sources. There you go, bouncing the token. Which I feel like is probably the best one to bounce here, as obviously you don't want to give them any more fodder for their hand when you're going through this. See if we can try and brighten the screen if this is a bit dark. Can I configure this as a little bit brighter? There you go, it's a bit brighter now. Use the bow effect to get out either sister or Royal Knight through just cost of 2. The new Chad Daddy over there, Mr. Ganku, can come out for like a cost of 4, I think it is, if you do this play. But there is one way you can do it for like cost of 2. It's very, very interesting. There is a one-piece locals on today as well, so it's a little bit noisy today, but hopefully when we do win this something in the future, there won't be a pre-release day, hopefully. Or maybe we'll have the back room sorted by then.
And then 2 checks, yeah. First, you don't affect the bounce. Yeah. This was 6. I don't affect this. Need Digivolve. Digivolve? Yeah. Because Digivolve played. Just one swing. Just one effect. Token. Gaining memory from this. We'll go Alliance. 2 check.
Get another token out.
20k. Draw 1 from Guru.
All we need now is a system on that says end of turn DNA, right? Get yourself a Jesmon going. This one, GX.
The redirect. No, he's not. Another one.
Pushing out the VMon. We do have a lot of memory to spend to try and push back with some a little bit more aggression here. They have sort of set themselves up here to be fairly good. They do have a scramble going. They do have a mental training in the back. Going up into the original Magna here. Should trash see how many extra DP you get. Apparently 4,000. So it's a chunky fella. I think it's like 12k currently. That is the one that gives the extra DP from the Demi V, and it's 13k. Okay, so it's a fairly big boy. Go up into the Cedra X. Oh, I like this. So we're going straight up into the X anti baby. During like the level 5s that they become unblockable. They are quite good. Going up into the Magna X that we did go originally. Immune to anything for the turn. Or to the end of your opponent's turn.
Is he in block mode? He is, because he has it on.
They do have 6 swings this turn. 7 swings? 7 swings this turn. As well as alliancing. There is 3 blocks in this turn. So block. No. There's only 2 blocks in this turn, so that's the issue here. So you use this main effect by the hook one here, trash your sister in name, or I believe a hook over all night, and then you gain a memory. Start of turn. Again, there's 13 swings here, 7 swings on this side here.
Yeah, even Agramon and Metal Greymon. Pick them 2. Yeah. And then, yeah,
Look up to the GX, beautiful card here. Personally, would have secrets this after doing some swings. If you alliance with both of them and then go up into the GX, it becomes DNA'd anyway, so you can just essentially force the Magna to block 1 swing and then you get 8 swings in the turn. But, I mean, you know, sometimes you're just trying to like force more pressure, which is fine. And yes, the option card is technically a name traded trading card, I think. So that's why it's being able to just get sucked up. Got big baddie CL Plus. Excuse me.
So that guy. play this fourth one. Effect of hut one, gain one. Effect of hut one, gain one. Effect of you, add. So I get to suspend, yeah?
Let's do the very cool and interesting GX stuff now. You may notice that the new Jesmon has basically seen itself take itself off the market. It's a very good card and has pushed the deck into a little bit more of an aggressive state that it was missing out on previously, but it also has the end of turn swing if you got I believe, another body on the field. It's pretty good. It's a pretty darn good card. I do believe the issue currently is that the Magna X on the other side is something ridiculous, like 20-something K.
So for cost of 1, I'm going to kill into white one.
But there are no swings on the field to basically ignore the DP gain, I think. So 17K, one swing. I'm not too sure if Ace onto here. Also doing the GX shenanigans as well.
Gain a memory, strip the remaining 3 sources out of you. 1, 2, 3. How big is your GX? Alright, this is where we do the swinging part. So swing, unsuspend. No more 2 cards.
It has lost its Broco ability though, so it's going to swing now with the big one. Another name underneath.
Trash 2. Unsuspend. Name check. Yeah, the problem is that.
There we go. So yeah, Jesmon does put in a lot of work now. It is pushing down the doors, really. I think it's one of the decks that people were looking forward to until Hoodie basically came along and decided to be the scary boogeyman of the format. But no, Jesmon, very aggressive now, you can see. I think by turn 3 there we had a board of like 7 bodies. And yeah, it was... it's the new aggression, I like to see it. I do like GX Ace, though. It is a very good card. And it's I think it's going to start getting a bit more respect than it did before, because I know a lot of people kind of ignored it, but it's it can finish games now a lot easier.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, for some reason the greens have been playing.
Here today is a special box tournament for those who haven't noticed by the sign on the side. So it will essentially be a longer day today than what we normally do here at Angle. Angle's normally like a 4-round day, but I think today's going to be maybe more along the lines of maybe a 5-round day, so a bit bigger today, so it can be more interesting. The pricing did change. They were originally going to do a BT21, but they've now updated it to a BT22, which again is a box that is seeing more play, and cards are being used between the 2 sets. So it's a nice upgrade to have today.
Oh, yeah, that's the one. Yeah. I mean, this doesn't count. Nope. It's the next up. Go again. Oh, it's chaos normal, isn't it?
A game 2 for round 1. Magnamon versus Jesmon Turbo. That is now actually Turbo. Don't say no. I saw what happened there. I was watching. Jesmon said it wasn't Jesmon Turbo when we saw by turn 3 that there was a GX on the field. Jesmon going first time, getting out a Hookmon, and then a Searcher Hookmon onto the field. Looks like that's Crimson Blaze once again going to the bottom. But having access to a sister name and a Royal Knight here. Flicking over the Demi into the BT16 Vmon.
Yep.
Do we do what we did last time and just try and build in the back, or do we try and get a hand a bit bigger? Going for the best Magnamon in the game again in the back. And then throwing down a mental training.
Oh, you're playing another one. So one redirect.
Take either of these two here now. If only we get ourselves a green Vmon in the future, that would actually make this a better Davis again. As we're not researching for any green stuff in non-Imperial.
Oh, don't even. Apparently so.
Although the occasional tech of Peldramon does come up. Taking the Davis and bottoming the Vmon. And swing, no, suspending the. Yeah. Swinging with the Hookmon, not really taking much from it, and then playing out the sister after all. Straight away, the Magna is swinging in, not risking anything this time. Popping them training. Are we going to go up straight into the? No, we're going to go to the fish for a cost of 1, and return this to the bottom of the deck. And then for a cost of 4, going up into the Magna, and that's because it's going on a level 5 and not from the Magna level 4s themselves. So we are having a cost reduced by 1. Overall, you are paying 5 for this way, but you are doing more things, and now you have no way of being stopped, as this is the source that says you cannot be redirected.
Yeah.
But just moving out now 4 memory at the start of this turn, so it's a pretty damn good way to go. Up into bow for a cost of 2. Do we get to the bow effect here? We do. Oh, for Chad Daddy. Very good. Up into Savior. Pretty good stuff, pretty good. There we go. So just now lets you attack again. So the turn, very good.
Yeah, so he basically has no. He's turned off on the protector. He's going to get rid of.
Well, the token, pretty good. And then is it worth attacking? Is the question now. Swinging for. With Alliance.
Oh, no! Ender of attack. Unsuspend this Digimon, then if it's Dragon Mode. Jesmon. Digimon. So that'll be
CL. CL effect in trash. Digimon here.
There we go. Very good.
This
So we're going to swing again. 15k.
We'll go Alliance. What's competences? Here we go. Your how big? Just.
They are 16k, so it just needs to be slightly bigger.
You're 13. You're 7. Alliance this into security.
19k for 2 checks. You don't really want to be losing momentum now, but obviously at the same time you do have to do something. So it's a case of, hey, Can't say I was expecting to see a bonds of friendship here.
Potential discussion.
I'm liking the tech choice; it's so different. Right, getting back in the background there, hatching an egg, getting down a Vmon searcher, the cool searcher.
Yeah, trash that. And then, funny enough, it's your deck that's going to get put to the bottom. Yeah, you get your eggs back. I'll put in an order.
Spending 4, throwing down the Davis, very good. Search top 3, get a blue and a green. And then the rest of the bottom.
Then return all cards in your or your opponent's.
Start a turn and suspend it on the side of Jesmon. Check out the cool little dude.
And, you know, out of spite, Andrew amongst the bottom. Yeah. But it's just.
Do apologize for all the noises in the background.
Yeah. Oh, Christ.
Did you run up to Chad Daddy X?
I'm going to throw Demon down. Okay. I wonder what I'm picking.
Bonds was an ace, right? So there should be memory back. Yep, going back from 1 to 4. So there you go, game back 5. And then. There's not really too much you can do here. Or you can get some swings out if you want to. The Sujimon X can't block you, as far as I'm aware, so you can just swing in. Get some checks in. Also build up in the back if you really want to for a turn. Throwing down the Savior. For 7.
In your turn, spend this. Roll into this.
Oh. Just want X antibody.
That's pretty.
This, swing into this.
Yeah, Demon. Yeah, you know the one. Goes swing, do the stuff. Right? And throw down. Yeah, no, I don't know. I feel like you still win it.
It's piercing, I believe, so it's doing 1 check through. And then.
Four.
Not that big.
And unfortunately, Chad Daddy X goes down to the Liberation French Army's favourite Omnimon. Oui, oui, bonjour.
The middle for you. So, ace, close, and half close. Yeah. Didn't. This is going to bounce the hand. Start.
Going up into the old boy here right now. Remember, the Magna X is not an armor form, so it doesn't count towards the increases of DP, but I do think there's at least one in there to give it at least, there you go, 2 extra K DP, making it, I think, a 10K right now. So it's still a decent blocker. Could swing out if they really wanted to. At this point, I think it is more of a case of just sitting back, becoming a big defensive wall that you can't get over, and just having to play that game. Yeah, I'll go for a swing though. If they've got X in hand and it survives, they do get to just unsuspend anyway, so it's not the worst case scenario.
Hello, man. How are you yourself? Yeah. Does analog man redirect into any machine besides the thing? Level 6 machine, so that's when I did them.
For cost of 2, right now mental. Right, top 2 cards. Can we get a good, decent blue card here? We do have access to
Swing,
a
18 damage,
Cedra
and
X.
two.
I'm not sure what the other card was, but they have put it to the bottom of the deck.
As a machine, you want?
Moving out the Pokemon now with 2 memory.
But I'm on 3 memory.
Trashing a sister hooking name or going out to get a memory at the start of turn. They are free again. Good position again. They have bound to go out maybe. I mean, there is a little bit of an issue here that I can see, but I'm not going to say anything until it happens.
Yeah, yeah, because I was making so many mistakes, man. What the hell? I had the other Davis and Tamers in my hand, kept drawing them. Like, that's not what I need.
Going up into the big boy GX. Drawing a card for Digivolving and then putting something underneath it. We're going to go for Chad Daddy X, everyone's favourite Chad Daddy.
Digivolve that for 2. So yeah, I copy basically any of the Royal Knights when Digivolve it. Swing.
Has
And then that will be 1, 2, 3 checks. That's basic. Yeah, so himself. Yeah,
just
so
checking.
his first initial check. Yeah, Royal Knight, 3 checks.
So just doing the check and make sure it's all great here. So it's 3 checks here. Oh, everyone's favourite promo. And oh! Unfortunately, are they immune this turn? I'm not too sure. That's now removed from the field. There we go. So, there we go. It's pretty good so far, pretty good going. That was the original GX and not the Ace. So, for those of you wondering. Very nice card. Look at the background now. Getting the Warp V-Mod, I think that is. Throwing down a... I think that's Davis?
No.
I think I can't actually see what it is currently. We'll try and make sure the set's a bit nicer for round game 2. But round 2. I'm going to throw down a V-Mod of some variety was. And then use the mental to go up into it for a cost of 0. Checking out the armor names. Now we are checking for... Oh, no, go straight up the X, okay. Very defensive. Unfortunately here, I think it is 3 different checks in that game, so I think they're a bit stuck now. No, they tried the best, so it's pretty good. They do obviously have access possibly to more of the Bobs. So, sorry, the Boffs, B-O-S, Bonds of Friendships. So we will see here what the case is. So if they're playing one of the two off, we can see if there is one in hand shortly. Obviously, there's also other aces in hand they could have access to, but
Yep.
we'll go for what we can.
Oh, okay. Or two. Oh. Oh my god, there's too many unlocked men. Okay. Oh, you want dilution. What you getting? Yep. Oh, never watching. I ain't saying nothing. Okay. Yep.
Swing with the ex ante.
I'll do
Alliancing with everything for 3 checks. So it's going to be 18, 24. It's going to block. I think I know the trick already.
Yeah.
If they've got the new Jez in hand, I think it's game.
We'll throw this Digimon down.
We use Bow Effect. Play this for 2. Activate effect of this. Draw. Can't suspend.
And you're going to Digimon me.
This.
Oh, new sister option card, very cool.
New system. Take this. Recover. In return.
Right, now I thought I was going to go. Thought I've had the Jez in hand just to throw it down for a rush target and swing. Now there are 2 bodies in the field now, but there are 2, 4, 5 swingers on the side of Jesmon. Going up into everyone's favourite bad boy, which saw so a strip. It's 1 strip per colour. There we go, and then remove the system. Yeah, that's a good target. You don't want to have the CL Plus come back out next turn. Makes sense to me. You are paying for it, that's the case. Although the bow is on the field. So we've got 2 big boys here. If there's maybe a fire rocket in hand. No, we won't, never mind. Maybe we just go up into the big boy again, have triple blockers. You're kind of stuck now. For a case of blocking assistance. Go just throw it in the body, I suppose. For 3. Go up into the seizure run. Okay. And then bottom deck. Alright then, okay, we've gone down from 5 bodies on the field now to 3 again. With 1 blocker. But back to 4 now, we're moving out the Hookmon from the breeding area. Is there a way to push back against this now? So we have at least 1 block on the field. I don't think we're going to get any level 6 aces. Swing with the big point on the field. Alliance with it. There we go. Then we got swing of the Hookmon. Alright then. And Jesmon is the winner of 2-0 there against Magna. Magna did put up a good fight though. But again, I think it was just a case of the speed that Jes is now is a little bit too quick for Magnamon's defensive shields. But overall, a fairly good show for our round one today. How are our two contestants feeling today about this tournament? Jesmon said he's going to win it. I'd say Jesmon has become from I think a rogue strategy more of a consistent strategy now. What people have been happy with the new support. Yeah. It's pushed, made it a little bit faster to where it's actually on curve now.
Obviously, you're going to get two different Jesmon players. You're going to go for speed build versus pure Jes.
Mm.
Correct.
Yeah, there's the wall of defense build. There's the fast build. Yeah.
Yeah, and then literally, my objective is to either crush him into, there's a point where if you don't deal the board,
Yeah, because it's like this turn I got 3 bodies, next turn I got 6 bodies, next turn I got 9 bodies. It's just yeah.
It's a point when it's all protected as well from gang hex and digital effects. It's hard, and this
Yeah. That's it. You need a big block as well if you can. Look at you, hoodie. Okay. So our first round opponents can now go and have a rest for 6 minutes. And, it'll be round 2 up soon. I'm going to try and fix that light. As you can see, it's probably flickering. I'm sure my opponent's got some kind of epilepsy coming on now. Well, they've got big French Omnimon. They don't need anything else. That's the game ender. Yeah, just trying to chip away where you can. That's the plan, really. It's just you got to chip and block, chip and block, chip and block, and then obviously you always just go as fast as you can, where you can. So, not too bad. I'm not too sure how many opponents we got today because I think there's one bikers and me, and then someone else applied, then dropped, and I think there's 3 on that table. Game over there, so it might be a 4-round tournament, not too bad, 5-round tournament. I'm not sure what's going on the back over there because I know there's also a One Piece event today, so they're getting their stuff in because it's OP stuff going to be doing the One Piece, I think, at Bristol and then again in Glasgow, maybe, he says. Hop. And then just try to blind everyone now who's going to be here. You can definitely try. I'm glad there's no space still. Yeah, that should be a little bit better on the screen now. A little less flickery, but a little less shadowy too. So yeah, round 1. Just happy with that. Not too sure if we can see a lot of hoodies today. I know there's a few different things out here today because not everyone's wanting to build hoodie or couldn't get it in time for this event because last week was full release and this week is what it is. I'm not sure what's going next to me. I do hope these people don't mind their live conversations getting streamed because they are literally in the streaming setup now. As I don't say, but probably should say, don't say anything illegal because if it gets caught on camera, they will use it against you. Oh, not too bad today. It should be a nice day. It started an hour earlier than usual. We normally start here at 2 o'clock for our Saturday's locals, but with the box tournament starting at 1. So yeah, a bit of a fresher day, a bit of an earlier day. And then hopefully we should be sort of finishing around the usual time, about 5-ish, maybe a little bit earlier. But again, doesn't matter too much in terms of time frame here, as long as we have a good day and a good spread of matches. I think we're all going to be happy with that. That's all you really want. It's just a fairly good day.
So everything is now stunned.
Again, I have tried to turn down the microphone as much as I could. I don't want to turn it down too low because I don't want it to be you guys can't hear me and then all it is just background noise.
Win.
If anyone here is happy with the new format, let me know. I know a lot of people are very concerned because obviously 2 decks go very, very fast and basically make a lot of the decks very anxious for the format. But that is what it is to be a card game, I suppose. You know, can we break things? Can we make things? I mean, currently speaking, I'm interested to see how this works out. I am concerned that we are going to end up in a either a restricted format or we're going to end up in a format where we are just going to have a lot of issues with crossing over. CS should be a nice, cool little archetype, but again, if it does make too much advantage, I do see people trying to point to get it already as the new Galaxy. And I understand, like, to me, it is very Galaxy-esque. So I can see people being quite upset with that overall down the line.
Give me what I want.
Yeah, I do apologize for all the access noise. Maybe next time I can try and see if I can get put in like a quiet dark hole or something like that, and me it'll just be us and the opponents talking to each other. Because I can always put the microphone on from the camera as well, so that way you guys can hear them talking every now and again if there is maybe a slowdown or if there's like a tactical moment they need just to rethink the current play. Ow. But yeah, it's gonna be should be a good day. The thumping you can hear in the background, by the way, is actually a axe throwing area. Angle Gaming just kind of just do a bit of everything. We have axe throwing. There's snooker here. There's a little bit of everything. There's an escape room here somewhere. There's a climbing wall in the back. The main area here is like for card games, board games. I think there's a couple of I'm trying to think of the best way to call it, like Warhammer Battlefield sort of setups, model fields maybe. I'm not too sure. As a non-player myself. Yeah. Hopefully that will stop my opponents getting flicked in the eyes, as both of them don't want to be seizing out during a game. Here we go. So it's going pretty well so far, I want to say. I've heard no complaints from anyone playing currently, other than just the weird buys. But obviously that's because I'm playing and I do streaming, and I didn't really want to have a stream going where I could like essentially sneak over a peek and see my opponent's hand. I feel like that'd be very very rude and a little bit disingenuous.
I'll try. Not like promises. Yeah. Let's see what the hands say.
sneaky pick here. We've got the new Viximon coming in ST22. Little chubby little dumpling thing here. Your turn when you use an option card with the Omitsu Jutsu or plug-in trait, this Digimon may evolve into a Digimon card with QB, Tau, or Sakumon in its name from the hand. Yeah, this is good. It's very good. So you guys were worried about losing out on the green plug-in, and don't worry, we got it built into the Viximon. So don't worry, be scared. I'm looking forward to this new Sakumon stuff coming out soon. It is a bit of a weird one because I thought it was an advanced deck in brackets. I thought it was like a full-on advanced deck where it's going to be like, tournament crusher. It's going to be really good. It's going to do a fantastic thing. And then we got a lot of the like, oh, we're getting these reprints. It's like, okay, this makes sense. And then we got the EX3 Renamon. No, sorry, EX2 Renamon come out again yesterday as like a reprint. It's like, and I understand people say like, this is also for like the Asian regions where copies of cards from like 4 years ago are just hard to get hold of now because essentially people either bought them all or they weren't opened or they didn't make a lot of them. So I understand that why they get reprinted. It's just like, I want to see new cards, please.
Oh, that's such an old person's name.
I due to make some skits so I can start putting them in these streams. But again, it's been one of those years where we didn't stream much this year in terms of like competitive and actual non-house stuff. So yeah, maybe that's what I've got to do over the Christmas period where it's quiet. I'll make some little skits for tournament play. But yeah, it is busy today. House is full of people getting ready for One Piece. As I said, OP is holding their big cool tournament for it in Glasgow. And then in 2 weeks' time, 2 weeks today, it will be the Bristol tournament that's going on. I hope to see you guys there. I'm going down myself to play. That's all I can say for now. We don't know what's going on otherwise. I won't be going to finals, unfortunately, just because work commitments. But otherwise, I would have been there very happily. Now we just play the waiting game. So I don't know if anyone's waiting over here currently still playing. If there is, it's probably going to be this person over here who's been a pain in the butt. Of course, there's someone going to be a pain in the butt.
How's your final turn? Yeah. So I have to try and hit you for 2
All right, Tamers, we're back now for round 2. We have a disgusting degenerate and someone who just hasn't picked what deck they're playing, which is also concerning. I'm just going to check before we start this. 4 eggs, yeah? Yeah. It looked like 2 for a second. I was like, you're going to play 2? Damn. Someone's open. Have we decided what we're playing this time?
Not really. We'll see what goes, I guess.
No names against me.
Just somehow got security control all of a sudden.
I wish.
It's all 15k nukes. And D-Digivolves. I'm sure someone's going to figure out like the CS version of just security control and be like, I've got all these option cards. Pick which Doom you want. I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying it's a deck. So there we go. It seems as though the One Piece players are calming off now. They've got their packs and they're less ravenous now. It's 2 o'clock. So I should announce this now so it's easy for you guys on the sides. On the left-hand side of the field, we have Machinedramon, and then on the right-hand side of the field, I believe we have Gammamon, which I'm looking forward to seeing because it's not a deck you see every day, but it does have some decent matchups, and it can be quite quick.
You don't talk to everyone always talks it's me. How's you?
I also believe the person on our left here is now Game Master today because our normal Game Master's currently knee-deep in Luffy's and whatever else in this set, so... We've got 5 tables today. Do this. Not too bad. Good turnout for an angle today. We're going to try and keep this more of a quiet stream, so that way the opponents don't get to hear what's going on. Especially if I go, oh look, it's a thing card in his hand. You can't do that in this game. That's right. Feel stressed. You've been coughing on me. What the hell? We've got 2 weeks to recover, so, well, 13 days to recover, you're fine. Now you've decided to bike it down there.
I'm debating it.
I mean, if it's a nice day, it's not bad. It's just if it's a horrible day, it's going to be awful.
Well, I've got a adventure, well, sort of a sport tour boat. So weather doesn't bother me, and I got all the proper gear. I feel nothing.
You say this to you slide off your bike and go underneath a lorry, so I feel nothing.
I wouldn't.
Exactly.
I might for a split second, but that's
Nirvana. Bliss. Digimon has always been morbid. Don't anyone say anything otherwise.
Maybe you won. What should I want?
There we go.
Okay, are we all ready? Let's go. Round start.
Do. Right, start of the round 2 here. The Machinedramon going first here with a black base. Very cool. Oh, never mind. It's back into the white guys. So everyone's favourite Ukomon passing turn at 1, making a bit more of a struggle for their opponent. getting the new Gammamon boy out there from BT21 and throwing out his bestest Buko buddy. Looking for something they can use. Taking the ghoul and taking the hero, right? Taking the hero. Hero is now in hand. All right. Moving out the Ukamon, doing the top 3 searchy search. Are we looking for a Tamer? Are we looking for a piece? We are grabbing a piece and hatching the next baby in line. Do we have a second Uko in hand? Making this a bit more of a marvelous play. But for a cost of 4, we are playing out the analog dude. No redirection currently, as there is no machines on the field, but we are getting there slowly. Moving out the Gamma Baby. And then up into the regular naughty Gamma Boy. And then with the Angie Gamma Boy underneath. Okay, I see what's going on here. Hopping the Uko. And then getting up into the marvellous fellow he is, Mr. Kano Weissman. And then tucking underneath, I'm too sure it'd be one of the newer cards that is purple red. Trashing a penguin to gain of memory. The analog man's start effects. Doing the tune in the back. Dropping down a new analog man from EX9, he says. Pushing his sanity. And throwing down a... Is that a mission? Not Chinaman? Yeah, new Metal Tremor from EX9, and then putting underneath 2 for the training gears. We are destroying the Buku on the side, and de-dwarving 2. Putting over the Bubula on the side of Gammamon. Up into the Angie Gammon again. Mr. Gauss, and then put it underneath the Cois. Going up now into Regulus, I believe, Mr. Purple Regulus. And then putting underneath another Naughty Gem. God, it's just naughty Gammons. And top security. Hop. That was machine, I'm not too sure. Moving out the Chew. Gaining a memory by trashing a Cyborg. Currently have 4 Cyborgs and not 5. Swinging with the Choo Choo. Blocking with the Regulus. Choo Choo goes bye bye. Draw a card on deletion. Due to the inherited effect of Monty Mon. For a cost of 3, throwing down a connection. So I can't go to the card. You have to figure out the lighting of this. And taking, I think that was Mega Dramon. It might have been a. That might have ended up just being a something else. And we do have 5 cyborgs now on the side here of Machine Gun Layer in the trash. Supreme Connection, that's the name of the card. Oh, playing the novelization of the heavy machines. And then throwing down a big boy Digimon. Do we have enough sources to go all the way? Maybe. So with the new Machine Digimon, we have 4 sources. We have Rush and Blitz, I believe. Tap into gain 1 and then put a source down underneath, like. Analog Man. Here we go. Trust in the training. And then put underneath it another source. And then another training from trash. Evolving down to Gamma again. And then playing out the hero. I do believe that is a new LM6 foiled hero as well. And now playing the option of the Cool Brothers. My brother, my brother. Playing out another hero. Spending the hero to get a memory. And draw. Going up into kind of Wisman. Kind of Wis. What is his name now? Yeah, everyone's favorite tank. Not kind of Wis. Weezen Gammamon, that's it, Weezen. Not sure what the plan is now, we're just looking for some alternates maybe. Canawis. There you go. That's Canawis. What about that? Press button dead. No, 6 else underneath it here. So for those of you who don't know, on play when Digimon, placing one Digimon card for Gammamon, it's text from your hand as this Digimon from Digimon card. Delete when replaced Digimon with 7,000 DP or less, which obviously this one doesn't have. They're going to try and pop the option card, delay to Digimon to any Gammamon name without paying the cost. So if you can go up into the level 6. 4-0, so we're probably going serious, I believe. You're going up to a serious. This is the when Digimon by placing one Digimon card with Gammamon its from your hand. This is Digimon Bob Delusion card. Delete one opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to the Digimon's DP. Then your turn turn when an opponent's Digimon is deleted, you may spend the Digimon. But I'm going to presume that they're not bigger than Machine currently.
When you go to this, it costs 2 for a turn up in the it costs 2 from this. When you go to Gammamon text, but now, it's 15 now, so that's actually
Then you say you might you also say when one of your Digimon from two series may state by spin this turn, it gets plus 2 for the turn, making the series 2k bigger. Punching, I presume, into the Machine Digimon, removing 2 more sources from the Machine Digimon. So going now into a Omnimon X from BT22. Removing 6 sources from this machine on this one turn. Very good. Now back over to Machine-Digimon here. Digimon go up into a second Ukamon for the game. Cost of 1 going up into Chaos Dramon. Now allowed to add any sideboard underneath it, I believe. Ooh. Adding 3. Go back down now to Jesmon. Poor little Gammon. Swinging in now. Well, the swing put it in another. I believe that was a metal Trinamon from EX8? Question mark. As I'm doing the same thing now, where things deleted, you basically just remove loads of security now. So you go 1, 2. And then playing out a second analog man for a cost of 4. Back over to Gammon. Getting a memory at start turn. Start main phase rather.